In 1976, the Sisters of Providence had the vision of creating a retreat center for people to really connect with some of the more cutting-edge issues at the time.
From 1932 until 1964, in the beautiful estate home, 26-room house that Mr. Crane had had, the ministry to unwed mothers was conducted. And so that laid the ground for Genesis, because healing took place, acceptance took place, compassion took place, understanding took place for those young women who were shunned at that time by society. And our sisters were really very, very fine, good to them, very good to them. So that's the history, that's the grounding of this place. So that when I started here in '76 and Sister Ruth came shortly after me, we already had a good foundation.
We couldn't decide what we wanted. We had several meetings. Some people wanted to turn it into a school. Some wanted to turn it into independent housing. And so we had not come to a conclusion. We were really still thinking about it. And I needed to make a retreat. So I chose to go to Genesis and make a private retreat. So I called Sister Elizabeth. I said, Liz, come and talk to me. So she came over and she spoke with me again about it. And I said, well, you know, I really don't know anything about a retreat or retreat centers. If you want to take the opportunity and see if you can develop something, I'll give you 3 months and see how it goes. And she said, oh, that's wonderful. You know how Elizabeth is, she's very excitable. And so she got all excited, and she brought Sister Ruth into the conversation, and the two of them went forward and started giving retreats.
Sister Elizabeth was opening Genesis Spiritual Life Center. So she asked me if I would partner with her and become the program director at this new retreat and conference center. Sister Elizabeth and I both gave programs, but she was wonderful at decorating and administering. So she did that, and she didn't like to travel, so she would say to me, you go, but you bring back a good stipend. And so I was able to continue working in my field, and I'd go to England and Ireland and meet new people and bring them back. And I was always looking around the corner, what would be the next best thing to bring back to Genesis? Because it was the most creative thing that was happening in the diocese.
I have a unique relationship to Genesis because I've lived there since 1977, which is a little after Genesis opened. Everyone who came there felt they were like being at home, and they knew they'd be cared for, and that the food would be there, the safety would be there, and whatever they need would be attended to. Certainly the whole area of creation spirituality is so central to the challenges we're facing in our world today in terms of understanding our integration with all of creation and how we are stewards but also part of that creation, and we need to tend to it. A retreat center, or a place where people can go to be in touch with their deeper selves and to learn more about who they are and to be able to reduce the stress and search for that deeper purpose and meaning in life is just essential.
Genesis really became a place for people who were interested in really learning and, more importantly, experiencing a lot of these new, what at the time was new ways of thinking about living the Christian and spiritual experience. It's interesting that 50 years later, Genesis is still at the forefront in offering these types of programs for people. The authors, the presenters, and the subject matter has evolved over time and changed to be more current. But today's generation is really interested in the same things that the 4 pathways of Genesis really outline for us. And those 4 pathways include creation spirituality, contemplative living, wholeness spirituality, and Christian living.
One of the great things with Genesis is open and welcoming of all. And so we had to think through how we continue to make sure Genesis is relevant and grow, really in a way of keeping to the roots in the mission of Genesis. We had a very good momentum going. We had great new programs coming online. Then we certainly were hit hard with COVID. Being the type of center that Genesis is, we had to shut down. So we did a lot of hybrid work, and our goal was always to get people back on the property. I think when you're on this property and you get a feeling for what this property is and what the mission is and the number of people that are benefiting from the various types of programs that Genesis offers, it makes you feel driven to want to be a part of that, want to help lead what you can do. Certainly can't say that there's not enough gratitude for the volunteers that Genesis has, and certainly for the sponsors. That's critical because some of the cost of the programming for certain people that need that programming would be unaffordable if we had to lay that entire cost of a program out on somebody.
As you probably know, retreat centers can never make money. Matter of fact, they have to be subsidized. And the Sisters of Providence have been subsidizing Genesis for all these years. But as we go into the future, I think we're going to be looking for the wider community to support Genesis because, as they say, it takes a village and it takes a lot more time and energy and staff than we can afford to purchase or hire to carry on these kinds of programs and to care for this 19.5 acres of property and to keep it in a style and fashion that is welcoming and beautiful and refreshing and invigorating for people. To me, it's been one of the most important ministries the Sisters of Providence have carried on over the past 150 years because it provides a place for people to experience our charism of Providence, God's hope and healing, and how we can create a space where people can take the time to be quiet, to be at peace, and to be able to look interiorly, and then to have people around them who can support them as they go on this spiritual journey.
I feel like Genesis has a lot that they can offer the community in terms of hope, healing, overall well-being, connecting deeper to yourself, to nature, to your faith, to your neighbor. Could be one of those things, it could be all of those things, but it's all here at Genesis. And the beautiful part of that too is that everyone is welcome. It doesn't matter what faith denomination you are. As soon as you enter the grounds of Genesis, you become family. And I'm asking for, really the community at large to just come and experience that. Take a walk on the grounds, come by someday and just take a look around, get to know the grounds, get to know the staff. The work here and the staff, they're absolutely beautiful people. So Genesis has made a significant impact in my life through my volunteer efforts, but also through the programs that I've been able to be a part of as well. Truly life-changing work that's going on here, and it's up to us as a board to be able to make sure that the community at large is aware of this hidden gem. I can't think of anyone at this point in life that couldn't benefit from some sort of spiritual healing. And I think this is the best place to do that. I think it's just a remarkable place that has a very caring and loving staff. It has a director who's dedicated to its mission and its vision. It's the visual, it's the outdoors, it's the arboretum, it's the beauty of the grounds. You can't help but begin to feel peace when you're here. And my hope as a director is just that we can get more people to come here and just experience the beauty of what Genesis is and the gifts that it has to offer.
My best memory of Genesis is really the first one. When I became the Chief Operating Officer for the Sisters, I got a tour of all the different organizations. And I remember going to Genesis, and Sister Kathleen and Sister Elizabeth showed me around. There's just this sense of calm, of ease, when you enter that space. And of course, the grounds are beautiful. And my time there, I've had opportunities to see all the seasons. And I don't know that I have a favorite, because it's beautiful in the winter, it's beautiful in the autumn, it's beautiful in the springtime when all of everything is in bloom. It's just a really special place, and I'm grateful to be able to take part in it.
The grounds themselves plus the art and meditation space just give you that serene atmosphere that you're looking for while you're away from your family. Whether you're here for a private stay and want some personal contemplative time, or if you're with a group having a retreat, our primary goal is to have you leaving here totally comfortable and relaxed and just eased.
I know that when I first started working here, the feedback from guests was a little overwhelming because, you go to work and you make a meal and you expect people to eat it and hope that they enjoy it, but it means more, is what I've come to find out. I've met such amazing people over the last 13 years. People come to Genesis looking for something, and I think when they're fed and they're feeling taken care of, it's easier to find what they're looking for and work on what they're here to do. There really are people that love Genesis with all that they have and feel at home here, and to be a part of that is special.
Well, I discovered Genesis by driving around Westfield. I said this would be a wonderful place for me to bring my leadership team, for them to be a little bit away from campus but not so far, but in an environment that felt serene and peaceful, where we could really begin to think about the future of our campus. So I see it as a partner for Westfield State University.
Genesis creates those opportunities for people to experience with one another the healing that comes with being vulnerable, with being authentic, with really delving deeply into who each and every one of us are. The ultimate goal is to basically walk each other home to wholeness, to holiness in each and every one of our lives. Genesis offers a perfect place to do that. All of the retreats, people get together and we create this place where people can become vulnerable, can share their hurts, their pains, their joys, their sorrows, and realize that they're not alone in this, that others are experiencing the same thing, and together we can walk each other home to wholeness.